Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to change the key of a song in Ableton. So let's say you've created the worship set, and let's go to Sunday Ableton set. You've created the worship set and it's perfect, and then someone says, oh my gosh, Egypt in the key of B is just way too high. I need us to change it to, the key of A. So, couple things. All right, this is a worship set that I had shown you how to create in a previous video. So, first thing I'm gonna wanna do is open the Egypt tracks, all right? You don't want to shift everything. Like, there's no reason for percussion to need to change keys. That would sound weird. I would probably listen to the synth effects. Sometimes synth effects are like specifically, like in 1,000 Names, linked to a specific key. So to me, that actually sounds like if I changed keys, I would need to change that as well. So I'm going to change this to the key of A. So I'm going to highlight every track that I need to shift. All right, so from synth effects all the way down to the MP3 here. We are going to hit this button down here. It says transpose, all right? So I click this to highlight it, and you see how it puts this little like box around it. And then I'm going to hit the arrow left key 2 times because that's at each time is a half a step. So 1 half step down and 1 whole step down. So now it should have shifted to the key of A. So let's listen to it. Let's actually move this pad in the key of B back because that would sound really awful. And we're just going to listen to it now.
1, 2, verse 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so now that I've done that, you're going to want to go through and just make sure that when you shifted things, like, typically a whole step down is not going to, make something sound really bad. But if you start getting past, a whole step, usually maybe 1.5 or 2 steps, then it gets weird. And sometimes you're going to have to download a whole new set from Ableton with that key. But it should be fine. But you just want to make sure and go through each of the tracks. Just make sure that they don't sound too warped and weird and like they're not fitting. And as long as that's good, we should be good. All right, so I have changed that to the key of A. Then obviously I don't want a backing pad in the key of B behind it. That would be super weird. So I'd probably, leave that as is, and have that fade out in the key of B, and then just add a pad in the key of A under it, and that's it. So I'm gonna hit save, live set, and now we know that Egypt is in the key of A in this set.